Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, friends. It's time for some Saturday morning React-TOONS, this time featuring Robotech, episode 82, The Big Apple. And just, a little bit of a spoiler, after this one, we only have 3 more episodes left of Robotech, and then our journey, at least for the main series, is complete. Friends, nothing to it but to do it. If you could do me a huge favor though and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time it's time for some Saturday morning React-TOONS. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And my dear friends, all that is then, this is now, and now it's time for the 4th to last episode of Robotech, as we watch episode 82, The Big Apple. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! Fanfare! Traditional. I had someone ask me, and they, the running gag that is fanfare. Someone asked me, they said, for the last one, are you going to get like a band? No. I'm not getting a band. I'm going to do the last fanfare the way I did the first fanfare, and that is with a reverence for this show and the promise that it brought way back when I did my very first fanfare is the reverence in which I will give it with the very last fanfare, because this journey has been everything and more than I had possibly built up in my mind since being a kid and not having a chance to watch it. It has been a joy, and that's because of each and every one of you. The community has been absolutely otherworldly, and I have enjoyed every second of this, and I shall continue to enjoy every second through the conclusion of this series. So I want to make sure that I'm not overlooking the last couple episodes in my despair. I want to enjoy them and embrace them just like I did the first couple episodes, because what a tale, friends, what a tale. But let's see what they have for us here in The Big Apple, episode 82 of Robotech.
The Invid have renewed their search for the Robotech freedom fighters.
Okay, so we are in New York. Wow.
To capture these elusive humans who have become a constant source of irritation and frustration for their supreme leader, a mysterious being known as the Regis.
Urban Enforcer Squadron.
Is that her?
They do not fit the standard human profile, but the Regis commands I will rejoin the squad.
Can we get up now? I can't breathe. This kid's smothering me in here. Not yet.
Oh my God, really?
Oh, my head.
Lancer, I thought you said they call this place Fun City.
Was it 3 freedom fighters in a jacket?
We're here to track down energy cells.
And I may have a line on where they've hidden some. Remember the building we saw with all the Invid troopers guarding?
Because that wasn't the Regis, like, as a unit. That was her commanding. I should have figured that out.
Be careful.
See anything?
No, nothing. Come on.
I thought we were in, like, the West. Now we've jumped all the way over to the East Coast. Huh.
Provided, of course, that we can get it out without being spotted.
Ha! Don't worry about a thing, sir. Protoculture Express is at your service.
Let's break out the balloons.
I was remembering what a beautiful place this was.
Well, how do you know that?
Because I've been here before.
Performed there, I bet.
We're standing in Carnegie Hall, the greatest concert hall in the...
Oh, wow.
It was my dream, too, even though I never got the chance.
Get up there.
I can almost imagine it.
I love it. Lancer is such a cool character. You can see it. Maybe, buddy. Maybe. I'm sorry. Lonely Soldier Boy is a banger. It's a banger, everybody.
I won't let the Invid destroy my dreams. Somehow, someday, I am going to play this hall.
Good for you, buddy. Does she really have to?
He'll probably go away if he doesn't find anything wrong. Keep your laser ready, though.
Annie, don't make a sound. Don't move. Don't even breathe.
I like just the eyes. You're holding protoculture. You've got protoculture guns. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I like that shield.
Maybe I can get off a lucky shot.
Here he comes.
That's awesome.
What a break.
Yeah, that cat just saved you.
Well, that was easy.
Hey, who are you?
What?
That was you? You mean there wasn't any cat? You're great.
It's a pretty good cat, man.
I guess we should thank you, my friend. I didn't catch your name.
I didn't mention it, but since you brought it up, my name is George, and I happen to live in the balcony of that big old auditorium you just escaped from.
George.
As a matter of fact, I was on my way to rehearse. Come watch, I'm sure you'd be welcome.
And a wink. Wow.
The director's a bit of a perfectionist, if you know what I mean.
The director's Min-Mei.
Hey, Simon! Up here! I brought some friends to watch the rehearsal, okay?
Absolutely not. You know my rules about people watching rehearsals.
Hopefully,
It is. It must be. Lancer, or should I say Yellow Dancer?
Hello, Simon.
okay, so Simon knows Lancer. I was about ready to bust on him, so I'll swallow that down.
Are the Invid permitting musical performances?
They haven't tried to stop us yet. I guess they figure this keeps the slaves happy and out of their hair.
Okay.
You seem to forget our instructions to study their behavior patterns and learn from them.
That experiment has been completed. It's time to exterminate these life forms.
Oh, wow.
I'm warning you, Korg, do not challenge my authority in this matter. I have been put in charge by the Regis.
Oh, really?
You have no stomach for destruction, but you've known all along that we plan to save only a small percentage of the humans to use as workers on our protoculture farms.
Oh, wow. I wondered about that.
Wasting no time, Korg assembles his shock troopers and prepares to begin his murderous assault.
On my command, you will proceed to depopulate the city. Your orders are simple: spare no one.
Looks like some kind of maneuvers or something.
Prepare to engage lasers.
Oh, my God.
The people of this planet must be exterminated.
Everybody, you might want to run. Oh, Marlene.
Surely they don't intend to wipe out the entire city. Thousands of people.
We don't have enough force.
Island is on
Oh, we're
fire.
across the river.
She's right.
Dear God. Dear God.
Look, there's one of our courier birds with a message.
A vulture? That's interesting.
Rand, we gotta get these folks to shelter.
Lancer, we can get everybody to the subway from the basement of this building.
Let's go.
Oh.
My beautiful theater.
Simon, come on, man.
Lancer, you coming?
Now chin up. There will be other shows.
Yeah, maybe.
Come on.
We've got to do something quickly. Annie and the boys are in the middle of that firestorm. Lunk, let's get the protoculture
Marlene, maybe you'd better stay behind. It might not be safe for you.
But promise me one thing. You will be careful.
Yep.
Yep.
It's that Earth rebel who causes the disturbance within me. What is he doing in this city?
The disturbance within me. Now, this version of Trooper is like a smaller in stature, like way smaller.
Get ready to move. On my signal. Ready? Set.
I was gonna say, yep. Let's go. Who's flying the third? Lunk?
Something to inspire them to fight back, and the best way I know to do that is to put on a show. All right?
Sure.
All right. I bet you this turns out to be the best show anybody's ever put on.
The city is burning.
They're troopers. So far, so good.
Stay on target.
Up on my scanners yet?
Mine either, Scott.
It is Lunk.
Minute.
Woo!
Ah, there's the culprit. Let's try and catch him in a crossfire.
Scott, be careful. Nice, Rook. He's holding his own up there.
Ironically, the chaos within the city is providing a perfect haven for Lancer's show.
Wow, they put it up pretty quick.
The presence of Yellow Dancer and the performance of Simon's entertainers brings much-needed inspiration.
This reminds me of when Kyle made made Min-Mei continue to sing whenever they were attacking, to the point where like the Zentradi were like coming over the side of the auditorium.
No trace of Lancer and the others so far.
Oh, I love that shot.
Any sign of him?
Terrific. What kind of...
Love that shot.
My external mics are picking up something interesting on a high-frequency channel. Tune in, will you? Tell me what...
Oh my God, they're actually broadcasting it too? here.
What do you see down there at 3 o'clock?
Yeah, it's a sign, all right.
Couldn't get much clearer than that.
Good thing the Invid can't read.
These boys are persistent.
Stay on target. Oh!
After swinging by to pick up Marlene, Scott and the other members of the Resistance Squad are reunited at the site of Lancer's most recent concert.
We still have lots of work to do. Come on.
See ya. Everyone go to Batloid mode. This may turn into hand-to-hand combat.
Oh, we get to see the beta. There we go.
Hurry back, Scott. Please, hurry back.
So, Marlene, you missing him already?
Yes, Lonk.
Huh? What's happening? Ariel, What? I am Sierra, Princess of the Invid, and I have come for you.
Oh, no.
Because you have turned against your people, and I must know why before we begin transmutation of our race. Why have you disobeyed the Regis?
Oh, no.
You're lying. You must be. The battle comes closer. I will deal with you later.
Oh, Lonk didn't hear it.
Scott, Brand, help! Get
Oh, wow.
trying to get in.
Oh, my God.
Thanks.
No problem.
Ooh, we're taking some hits. He is good.
We're not done yet. There's still the Hive.
The Hive? Don't you think you're asking a lot out of 3 little fighters?
Yeah, Scott, have you got a secret army or something?
No, but I've got a plan.
Oh, really?
Want to hear it?
I'm going to shoot it. Well, he's still following you. Ooh. Did we catch him? No, of course not.
I will have my revenge.
Oh, we'll see.
I hope someday you can all come back and visit, and when you do, we'll have ourselves a big celebration. And we'll put on a show they'll never forget. Am I right, George?
Right.
Hey. You guys, before we leave, how about taking a close-up look at the statue, huh? She sure is something.
Nice.
I only hope we can bring back the freedom she once stood for.
Awesome shot. All right, everyone, we just finished watching the 82nd episode of Robotech entitled The Big Apple, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished The Big Apple, the 82nd episode of Robotech. I'll tell you what I like the most about this one. One, again, it was a geographic locator as far as like, okay, we're on the East Coast of North America now in the city of New York City. So again, it gave us a good referent for where we are as far as our travels and whatnot. So I like that quite a bit. I'm interested because I thought somebody said that it was what, like the Great Lakes region is where Reflex Point is supposed to be. Not that it matters or anything, but I thought that we were in the West, and it seems like we went all the way over to the East Coast, and now I guess we're going to try to find Reflex Point from here. I don't know, but it's very interesting in just kind of watching how they get there. I didn't realize how far away they were from Reflex Point either. And actually, I'm not sure if they're going to answer this or not, but I'm curious to see why this particular location was picked for Reflex Point. Again, I don't know right now, and I'm not sure if that's something that they're going to talk about and maybe kind of, let us in on. But it would be interesting because it seems to be like, again, you would think maybe Reflex Point would be someplace that you would put like in New York City, as an example. Just for the infrastructure and that you have like the slave labor around from humanity, being able to work on the protoculture, but it doesn't seem that way. But I'm curious. I don't know. Maybe they're in like Chicago or something. I don't know, but I'm going to be very interested to see where like the actual location of Reflex Point is, because that's something that's been like, like I said, a lot of you, I think, told me it was the Great Lakes area, but I'm still now kind of, I want more specifics. I'm not sure I'm going to get it. What I think that this episode did best, again, we had a advancement of the Marlene subplot, which is very needed at this point. We saw just how desperate the actual kind of state of humanity is. Like we speculated several episodes ago, like what was the Invid's end goal with humanity? Because at some point they're not going to need all these humans around. Presumably, I speculated whenever they evolved themselves into humans, at some point they're not going to want like a original humans around or something like that. Because my speculation was if they evolved into humans to stay on Earth as the species that could be best represented, best take advantage of Earth's like ecosystem and all that good stuff. If they do that, would they need protoculture anymore? Because they're human, and humans don't need protoculture to live or reproduce or anything like that. So at some point I'd be curious, they had to have an end goal for the humans that were still kind of existing, and the speculation of eradication was definitely the one that I thought was the one that had the highest percentage of actually working out would have been just basically genocide. Because I don't see the Invid being like, that sympathetic to the refugee status of the most of humanity at this point. They're going to want to clean house and make sure that this planet's ready for them now that they're going to evolve into humans. They don't want to have any kind of reminders or I don't know how they feel about like contamination or something like that. But knowing how the Invid have operated to this point, it seemed like a likely kind of outcome that they would take out humanity. And it seems that's exactly what they're doing. Now, with the advancement of the Marlene storyline, I like the fact that Lunk was out for that, so we don't have some type of like interpersonal or intergroup conflict right away because of it, the revelation that she is in fact an Invid. And also it gives Marlene a chance to kind of like struggle silently with that information, in consideration of what Sarah said to her. And so that's an interesting dynamic. Marlene is a fascinating character to me. In fact, I'm not going to give anything away. She is absolutely one of my favorites in the show just because of that ability to kind of give us insight sort of into the Invid and at the same time, kind of give us a hint of like what the way I look at Marlene is sort of like the end result of where the Invid are trying to go. Like they're trying to evolve themselves into humans. But then you have somebody like Marlene who would, for whatever reason, like the conditioning, the brainwashing, the whatever it was to keep her like kind of loyal to the Invid is gone. And so, the speculation immediately, I start thinking if you're going to like mass evolve everybody, you're going to get some that are going to end up like Marlene, I suspect, I guess. And if that's the case, then boy, oh boy, you're kind of up against it because, then you're going to have inner conflict inside. Again, it all boils down to, how the Invid are actually going to go about this. And, it doesn't seem like they knew that Marlene was, kind of a bad batch, so to speak, before they sent her out. So I'm curious as to what they think about all of this type of like evolution and whether or not it's a safe gambit or if they have something broader in mind. I'm not sure. It's interesting, this approach, like adapting themselves to the environment is very interesting to me. And the thing I always sort of default to with the Invid is the things that you all have told me, and we've heard it now at this point in the series, is that the Invid were really sort of a peaceful race. Like they weren't doing anything. And the Robotech masters are the ones that showed up and like kicked the hornet's nest basically because they wanted the protoculture. I guess we can lay the blame at Zor's feet, for all of this. But the Invid at their heart, now again, this was before being attacked and all of these things, which can easily change the way that, their outlook on life and their principles. But originally they were peaceful. And so I'm wondering if they were able to evolve themselves into humans that no longer needed protoculture and kind of like all of the shackles that had them before were kind of lifted, would they revert back to a peaceful society? I don't know. And I mean, it certainly doesn't seem that way by the violence that the Regis is willing to order them to do. But I don't know. I hold out a little bit of hope for the Invid, simply because they started off as peaceful. So I hold out a little bit of hope. And now I wanted to quickly end with this. I think this was some of our best Veritech fighting that we've had in Freedom Fighters. In this New Generation. I thought it was really well done, flying in and out of the buildings of the city, attacking Korg. I mean, him coming in and absolutely being able to stand against 3 of those fighters. Now, he wasn't winning. He was totally defensive at that point, but it shows what like a badass he is, definitely got a lot of Chiron vibes floating off of him as far as his, not only his kind of attitude, but also his ability to actually back that shit up inside the fighter, inside the cockpit. So really, really cool stuff. But again, a lot of those, that shot with them twisting with, kind of banking as they were through the city, really good stuff. And then, of course, the ending shot coming around and then freezing into like the painting, all the sketch type of thing. Really, really good stuff. We got to see the beta transform. We got to see Lunk fly, a couple things that we don't see a whole bunch. I'm not sure if we've ever seen Lunk fly, but, cool. I'm totally down with it. The more people that we have, the absolute better. But boy, oh boy, I just saw that the next episode is called Reflex Point. Friends, we're getting close. But if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time it's time for some Saturday morning React-TOONS. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. And if you're not a fan of Patreon, consider YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes at least a day early. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now. And now, unfortunately, it's time to say goodbye from this episode, the 82nd episode of Robotech. So where should we say goodbye from? Well, friends, I deliberately didn't mention it in the thoughts section because we are going to say goodbye from Yellow Dancer's concert. As we are sitting there with the bombs going off and the backdrop of war, we are presented with the musical stylings of one Yellow Dancer and their message of hope. Friends, until such time as we can conclude our journey through Robotech, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.